Welcome back, guys. It is a Sunday, last Sunday in August. So we are down to 3 weeks, crunch time for Ocean City, Maryland, and then on to Riverside in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So Corey's on his way up today. He's gonna give me a hand with some of the stuff that's going on. It's kind of just checklist tinkering. Going to do some work on the OBS Ford today, my haul truck. All the lights came in. I bought all new lights for the truck. Headlights, marker lenses, blinker lenses, tail lights, everything. And I'm in the process of fully detailing that truck, bringing the paint back. I'm cutting through the paint pretty hard, and it's really making a huge difference on that truck. So although detailing the truck isn't really a necessity for the prep for the trip, it's just getting me more motivated to do more maintenance on the truck because it looks better. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Yeah, just gonna hang out for the day, get coffee. It's the last day of our local bike week, which is like an unofficial bike week for this year. So Corey and I might take the Corvair for a cruise down through Weirs Beach in Laconia, where the mecca of bike week is. But yeah, Corey should be here pretty soon, and we'll get to it. Corey's here now. We ate lunch, went for a cruise in the Corvair to Weirs Beach. Now we're tinkering on the truck, doing the headlights now, finding all the hidden bolts that hold these things in. And then it's probably coffee time. And it's a Sunday and it's beautiful weather, so trying to stay as motivated to do maintenance on this thing, or be as motivated as possible.
That one's real hidden.
Isn't it? Old headlights are obviously beyond wet sandable. Did everything I could. So we got all new lights, tail lights, marker lenses. Yes, sir.
Nice.
Just in time for all the paint work I've been putting into this thing. Look, you can see the 700. It's white. Yeah, hold on. I'll show you guys the other side. I haven't touched this side yet. This is chalk white. Yeah, no reflection at all. And I did do the fender up here, so you'll see when I get to the fender. If I go this way, yeah, you can see that light reflection here. Yeah, it's coming out. Still need to do this side. Single stage paint, it's just, it might as well be chalk. Yeah, this side looks brand new in comparison. It's hard to get it on camera, but in person it literally looks like a new truck. So it'll really pop now that it's got new lights going in it. Okay, so we took the Corvair into town and got coffees, obviously. Now laying everything out, all the new lenses, new headlights, new markers, new blinkers. Gonna get everything taken out of the factory surrounds, and yeah, just replacing everything. I had a headlight bulb that was bad on the passenger side headlight, but luckily these headlights came with bulbs in them, so that's good. I might opt to put a brighter bulb in for hauling at night, just to have something brighter, but they'll be better than these, that's for sure. Yeah, so we'll get these things in and continue on. We can get another walk around with the hood's closed. Yeah. It actually looks like a new truck. night now. That's fantastic. I literally couldn't see a single thing unless I had the high beams on between the bulbs and how bad those lenses were. Nice. Taillights. Yeah. All I got to do now is get that new trim strip in, buff this paint out. Gooseneck, 2-car, deck over trailer, turbo working, rolling down the highway. So I'm pulling into my friend Don's junkyard right now and pulling some tow mirrors off a couple junk Fords he's got out here. And yeah, I've got like the rectangular, like horizontal mirrors on this truck, and the passenger side is a wide angle mirror. You know, the objects in mirror closer than they appear, wide angle. And when I've got my 24-foot enclosed trailer behind me, when I'm overtaking somebody and I look in that mirror, it looks like I've got a city block long trailer behind me, or I'm looking a mile back. So I want to get these tow mirrors, which are a 1-to-1 ratio mirror, especially for my passenger side. And you know what they look like. You'll know when I show you guys what mirrors I'm getting. They're an OEM Ford vertical mirror. They were like the first generation flip out mirrors where you can like roll them up and over to stick them out farther for towing. So Don's got an OBS Bronco in here that's got a real nice passenger side one, and he's got like an early 2000s Ford in here with a nice driver side one. So I'm gonna take some measurements, make sure the two of them are both the same, and get them pulled. Okay, so driver side one I'm taking is on this box truck right here. It's a little newer model, but luckily these OEM Ford vertical mirrors are all the same size, post and everything. So this is a 10.5 by 7.5. It's definitely got some moss on it. Been sitting here for a while. But other side is in comparable condition. But the Bronco has the best one. It's got a really good mirror, but it doesn't have a driver's side one. It just has the passenger side. So I'm going to take the Bronco one and go from there. So I got the mirrors pulled. I didn't end up filming all of it because they ended up fighting me. I ran back to my father's shop here to get a cordless impact, and he was here hanging out and he didn't have much going on, so he went back with me. And yeah, we pulled the mirrors and hung out with Don for a little bit, my friend who owns the yard there, and just didn't film anything. I'd love to film Don telling stories about the old racing days, because him and my dad used to race cars together. So I don't know how comfortable some of these older guys are when you pull out a camera and just, you know, keep them in character. But yeah, it always turns into like an hour hangout with him, and they, especially when my dad's with them, because they end up starting talking about the old days and stuff, and it's really cool. But I've got the mirrors. This is the next day that you're seeing me now. Gonna get my old mirrors off. I have to modify my mounts that are on the door in order to accept the mirrors. I basically just have the mirror and the post right here, and I'm utilizing this and the frame that comes off my door. I just need to drill one more hole for that guy, and then I'll be able to mount it with some bushings, and that way it is it can swivel here to flip in and rotate when it's inside the frame when I'm not towing, and then I can flip it out and rotate it while I'm towing to sit on the outside of the frame. So I'm putting new bolts, new hardware in with the mirrors, and I'm just going to clean the threads up first because the old bolts are old and they just kind of mate with this better than a new bolt does. So they're a 3/8 16 bolt, and I'm just going to clean the threads up a little bit first, and just so everything's fitting as good as possible. As I mentioned before, passenger side with those particular mirrors are a wide angle mirror, and you can't see anything when you're in a long wheelbase truck and a long 24-foot enclosed trailer. You can't see where the back of that trailer is. It looks like it's 3 miles away. So really excited to get a 1-to-1 ratio mirror on that side, a larger mirror at that. And I'm just gonna put one of the wide angle lenses like underneath it. That way, you know, I can see down to the ground. I can see my wheels. If I've got any sort of issue on the road, that mirror will allow me to see like the side of the truck, side of the trailer, and the large mirror will allow me to kind of see the back of the trailer if I'm backing up or overtaking somebody on the highway, which doesn't happen too often in an NA73 F350 crew cab, long wheelbase, long bed, hauling a 24-foot enclosed trailer with a 5,000-pound Japanese car in it. So I just spent some time really cleaning them up. This one here had one of these little wide angle, like real cheap plastic wide angle mirrors on it, and it's not even glass, it's just awful. So obviously getting it off without scratching the glass was kind of difficult. I went through a ton of Goo Gone. On the mirrors, it's hard to even put like a razor blade like you can on glass to get anything underneath without scratching it. So I just basically let the Goo Gone soak in until I got it off. One of these has like a little doing in it, but yeah, this one here has a little dent there, but out of the 3 that I basically pulled off, these are the best 2. This one's in great shape. Other than a couple scrapes and a little dent in this one, they're both in great shape. And they're OEM mirrors too, stamped Ford, which is pretty awesome. I didn't want to buy just like something new online. I really kind of wanted to pull some mirrors off of Ford, so they were OEM and they were stamped Ford. I don't know, just to be OCD about them. So yeah, they're ready to go on. I'm gonna clean up the arms, like the actual mounts on the doors of the truck a little bit, since I've put some time into these. Gonna clean the mounts up, get them on, and that part of preparation for the haul will be over. So I got the mirrors on, got them cleaned up. My father actually had a wide angle mirror sitting in the back room of the shop. So that'll help for, you know, when I'm backing up or overtaking cars, I can see, you know, what's going on in front of the rear wheels as well. But yeah, super excited to finally have a good mirror on this truck. I just went down the road with them, and just the visibility on a vertical mirror like this is amazing. Especially having a 1-to-1 ratio, like straight mirror on the passenger side. So yeah, super excited about this. Another part of the checklist ticked off. Next is going to be tackling the exhaust. So what I've decided to do for the trip is, since the turbo is seized up, rather than driving another 2,500 miles hauling the trailer trying to push exhaust through what is more than likely a seized turbo, where the 2 manifolds collect underneath the truck and then go to the single feed pipe for the turbo, I'm going to cut that off where they accumulate, and then cut the down pipe off when it gets underneath the truck, and just connect the manifolds to the pipe out. So it'll just be an NA truck for the drive to Tennessee and back through Ocean City. And I'm sure I'm going to gain power by doing that, because right now I'm trying to push exhaust through basically a wall inside that turbo. So going to get to that probably in the next couple of days as well. And yeah, just kind of keep tinkering on the truck before I really start hammering on the Century. Lips are supposed to show up Tuesday. It's Labor Day weekend right now, so nothing moves on Monday. But the lips are supposed to show up from VR Wheels on Tuesday. Faces are getting done right now. Ashley's going to be dropping those off this evening, and I'm going to clean the barrels up. Bolts are clean. I'm going to polish the bolts, and then Tuesday, as long as the lips get in Tuesday, I'm going to assemble the wheels and seal them Tuesday night. So by Wednesday night, 24 hours or so later, I'm mounting tires on them, and then hopefully by Thursday, I'm test fitting on the car for final measurements as to what I need to do with the suspension or spacing and all that. And then it'll be crunch time on the Century the week after, because that's the last full week we're here until we leave. So time is ticking by fast.